Hey guys, I want to apologize for not making a video in a little while. I got so caught up with nursing school and personal stuff has happened and I've just been very busy. But I'm going to go ahead and fill you guys in on last mod, this mod, and what I'm taking next mod, and some changes that I've made for my school schedule. And if this video is long, I apologize, but I'm going to try and tell you guys everything I remember from last mod, this mod, and anything else I need to tell you. So, last mod I took Anatomy and Physiology 2 and Nursing 101. Nursing 101 was basically CNA school all over again. We learned how to transfer the patient from the bed to the wheelchair, how to do bed bath, foot care, nail care, do all the different positions like semi-Fowlers and side laying lateral and Sims and all of that. So, we learned all of that in 101. Anatomy and Physiology 2 was a little bit more difficult and tricky as compared to Anatomy and Physiology 1, because Anatomy and Physiology 1 at my school was kind of just a basic overview of the bones, the muscles, tissues, stuff like that. A&P2, we went in more depth of what each body system function does. So like the CNS, the ANS, the muscular system, cardiovascular system. We learned all kinds of different systems, and our final was a lot more crucial and hectic compared to A&P1. But it wasn't too difficult. I passed both classes with an A. This term, I'm about to take my finals on Thursday, and I'm in Pharmacology 1 and Nursing 104. In Nursing 104, we learned how to do the NG tube to suction a tracheostomy, and we learned wound care. And what else did we learn? We also learned the colostomy bags. Let me think about it. 1 second. Oh, Pharmacology 1, I've passed. We have like 4 tests each mod because it's only about 4 weeks long. I passed my pharmacology test last night with a 92. The one before that was an 80. And the test last night was on all of like the diabetes drugs, cardiotonics, antiarrhythmics, stuff like that. Our final on Thursday is going to include diuretics, a little bit of diabetes, but since we already tested on it, she's not putting too much on our final, and all kinds of different drugs. And we learned the ADRs. We learned their generic and trade name. It's not too difficult as long as you study and make the drug cards that they tell you to make. This is for, my fast-paced program. I only have about 10 months left of school, so it'll be worth it in the end. That's what I keep telling myself. Next mod, I'm going to be in another nursing class, and we're going to be learning, IVs and stuff like that, I think. And then I'll be in Pharm 2. So, I don't know what those are about yet. I'm hopefully going to pass my finals Thursday and find out. As far as my school schedule goes, I was working 2 jobs and going to school at night from 5:30 to 10:30. And on weekends I was working doubles because we didn't have school on weekends. Well, my school decided to throw a curveball, and starting the 11th of May, my school schedule would have been Monday through Friday one week, and then the next week would be Monday through Sunday. Monday through Friday would have been 5:30 to 10:30, and then Saturday and Sunday would have been 8 to 4:30. I can't do that. And a bunch of personal stuff happened with my father, so I just kind of went off the deep end. Like, I was working 2 jobs and going to school full time, and my bills still weren't getting paid because it all went to rent and, keeping up maintenance on my car and everything, and I was still in debt. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to quit my jobs and go to school full time during the day, because why not? My bills still won't get paid, so I'm in the same boat. And I'd rather focus on my nursing career and become a great nurse as opposed to always being stressed out, going to school miserable, getting off from school, coming home around 11 o'clock, and waking up in 5 hours to go to work and do it all over again. I have no fun in the evenings. I don't have enough time with my boyfriend or family. So I decided that the 11th is pretty much my last day working full-time, and I'm going to day school Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Yes, it was a spur of the moment decision. Yes, I got the support from my boyfriend and my family, so I'm going for it, and I'm gonna work PRN at both my jobs, and when I feel like working, I'll work. I'm tired of so many taxes getting taken out of my check, and I'm tired of working literally my butt off for the money and the amount that I get. Being a CNA, which is what I do now, is backbreaking work, and we do all of the hard work. Some people are lucky to even make $10, $12 an hour. Most of them make minimum wage or maybe $1 more, especially in a nursing home. And that's what upsets me about the whole fast food workers wanting $15 an hour and whatever, but I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole nother video on its own. So, back to what I was saying. My schedule is about to switch up on the 11th. This is my last 8-day work week because of the way it fell. I was off one day last week. So, yeah, this is my last week working full-time, and I'm going to be a full-time student starting on the 11th. And that makes me very happy because focusing on becoming a great nurse is very important because people's lives are going to be in my hands. And by the time I get to class, I'm already exhausted because I worked all day long. And when we do skills and stuff, I'm into it, but I'm not putting as much effort and energy into it and being excited about it as I should. I'm just like, oh, okay, teach me how to do the NG tube. I learned how to do it. I do it in front of my instructor. She checks me off, and then I just go sit down and start my homework. I don't keep repracticing it, or, I show people that ask me how to do it, but I'm not like, oh, yay, an NG tube, oh my gosh. I'm not thrilled and excited about it because I'm burnt out. So hopefully, switching to day school, I'm going to be a lot more happier. I'm going to be a lot more focused. And my grades aren't horrible. I'm still making A's and 1B back in my last mods of dosage and calc. But I want to make straight A's. I want to be a great nursing student, and I want to be a great nurse. And it's very hard to juggle working and going to school, especially if you're working full-time, especially if you're working 2 or more jobs and going to school. I don't see how women in my class have children and families and all of that and work a job or 2 and still go to school. I would be bald because I would rip my hair out. I just couldn't do it. So, sorry that this video was so long. It's probably one of my longest, but I had to fill you guys in. I haven't been on here in a while. So, if you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them and I will answer them as soon as I can.